Hey guys, welcome to the shop. It's Walt with DreamWorks Wood Shop. Just want to take a few minutes to get you up to speed. I haven't had time to really put a whole lot of videos out there on YouTube. I apologize. I'm trying to be more productive in the shop, and I think what takes up the most time, as you all probably know, is the editing part. And I got a lot of footage on stuff. Matter of fact, I have some great footage on the bar stool build that I had a customer out in Colorado had me make a couple bar stools for, and she got those back home. They look great. I got a lot of footage that I want to go ahead. I don't know if I'm gonna just do a voiceover on them, but I would like to get that out. Cool thing though, man, I finished my bench. I mean, I'm so psyched about this bench because I've had the wood acclimating in the shop for a while. Just haven't had time to actually work on it. It is a Roubo style workbench. It's not a full-size Roubo. It's probably every bit of 275 to 300 pounds. It doesn't look that, but it's solid maple. It's stout. I do have the centerpiece out right now because this is intended to be a split top. But it's 25.5 inches across by 60 inches wide and 34 inches tall. Again, it's made out of solid hard maple. I don't know what I'm going to do for vices on it yet. I'm not sure if I want to put an end vise on it. I'm kind of don't really know what I want to do with that yet. I do know I want to put a leg vise on it. I think that would offer sufficient and great holding power on that side of the bench, and also probably a sliding dead man. As far as hold downs on it, I haven't really decided what I want to do with that yet either. But I think the centerpiece is going to be a piece of walnut. I want to put a piece of contrasting walnut in it. I think that would look awesome. Also on the bottom, I'd like to go ahead and probably put like a tongue groove walnut shelf on the bottom. I think that would actually give it some depth on the bottom also. I think it'd be nice to have some walnut on the top and on the bottom. But again, it's just great to have another bench in the shop because I use my outfeed table and my assembly table as my bench right now, and it's a pain because when I want to use the table saw and I'm working on a glue up or something, I got everything on top of my bench. So I got to find somewhere to put it. So now at least I have another surface I can actually work with. So when I want to use my table saw, I don't have to worry about cleaning the bench off all the time. This bench was intended to be on this back wall because my hand tool wall, I probably did that about 1.5 years, 2 years ago. But I wanted to be able to have my hand tool wall right behind it. So when I'm working on my bench, I can just turn around, grab a hand plane, chisel, card scraper. I've got all my hand saws over there. I'm really looking forward to putting this thing to use and getting my vices on and getting it fixed up. And as far as the finish, I don't know what I'm going to do for a finish on it yet either. I mean, I only sanded it down to about 120 right now. It's just a really pretty bench. I am working on a couple more children's rocking chairs. On my Instagram page, I featured a couple of them. I had a cherry and curly maple one that was blended woods on there a while back ago, and then I also did a walnut one. And right now I'm working on a couple ash. I've got some extra ash. The holidays. I'm trying to experiment with a couple different things because even though I worked on the pattern, I worked on designing the pattern and modifying everything on it. The cool feature about this rocking chair is the fact that you can actually fold it up. You can fold it up and you can put it in the closet. You don't have to just kind of pick up this children's rocking chair if there's no room for it in their room and set it somewhere else or put it in the closet that way. You can fold it up and you can tuck it away. It's great for down the road for saving. I'm doing them out of hardwood. I'm doing them all out of either walnut, cherry, curly maple, all domestic woods, nothing exotic, but I am doing some blended. I had some ash, so I started working on a couple with ash. The thing that's kind of, I put the brakes on this one right now is because I've got to get another router bit. I've been using some different types of flush trim and pattern bits. I try to keep my template as close as I can to my pattern I cut out. I leave about I cut right to the line, probably about 3/16 of an inch. I mean, really there's not a whole lot there, but when you're using a template bit or a flush trim bit, two cutter heads or 3 cutter heads, I mean, you got to be really careful, especially in hardwood, because it will grab it and you just throw it right out of your hand. And that's basically what happened to me a little while ago. I was actually setting it, I set this on my router table. I was using a nice router bit that was a 3-cutter head. Set it down on the router table, had the router speed up to where it was supposed to be, so it wasn't turning too slow, wasn't turning too fast. I set it down on the table, and I started to kind of run this thing into the bit, and it just shot this thing right out of my hand across the room. And I was like, okay, I want to keep the digits for the holidays. And you know, the other thing is when you're routing really small pieces like this, you know, safety is the #1 priority in my shop, and that was a warning sign for me. You know, I mean, I've had kickback on saws and little things like that before. I mean, we all have, you know, but I try to minimize that as much as I can. I'm very aware of what's going on in my shop, and I try to stay 2 steps ahead of that stuff. I'm tired of not working in it. So, but anyway, long story short, I think I'm going to probably get a compression bit, or I'm going to pick up another spiral bit, something where it doesn't really matter with the grain direction. So that way I can just clean those up a lot quicker. I know that those bits, I do have a big one that I use for the bar stools, and that thing's a big honker, but it's just too big. I mean, just turning that thing on with the small piece. This is, and again, this is all 1 inch. So, I mean, I milled this down to 4/4. The bar stools were probably 6 or 6/4, 7/4 when they were finished on the leg. So that bit I have was about 2 inches tall. Don't really want to use that on this. It's just a little scary working with that big boy. But anyway, I do want, you know, it's probably going to run me $135, $150, $160 for a decent bit. But I'd rather do that and be safe. I'll get my money back out of it because I'm going to try to batch more of these out as I go along. But I'd rather be safe and keep the digits than take a chance. So, but I'm working on the rockers. I do have some footage on that as well. I do know I need to get some of this stuff out. It's just, again, I try to put in 8 to 10 hours a day in the shop, and one-man shop, so I try to stay as productive as I possibly can between the marketing and the business and all that stuff, which you all know. So trying to find 8, 10 hours to edit in the evening, it's kind of hard. So I want to spend some time with my wife too. So anyway, that's my problem. I got to figure all this stuff out, but I just wanted to kind of do a short video to say this is what I've been working on. I appreciate y'all following the channel. I don't have many subscribers. I'm trying to get my subscriber count up, but I know that takes time. It's exciting for me, and it's not really about the subscribers. I just want to put more content out there. You know, I've learned so much off of YouTube myself. I mean, there's some good stuff and some stuff that's kind of like, I don't know if I want to do that. On YouTube, but for the most part, you know, there's some really good content out there, some really great woodworkers out there that you can really learn a lot from, and that's kind of what I want to do. I want to have more stuff out there which is going to help others or teach others, you know, easier ways to do things or safe ways to do things. So that's what it's all about for me. But you know, and plus it's a good library of stuff down the road. But anyway, just wanted to take a few minutes to say thanks for watching the channel. I'm hoping here after the holidays I can go ahead and start getting some of this footage and everything caught up and get some more content out there. You know, it's you gotta make a living too. So I gotta try to find some time to kind of manage all this stuff. But have a great holiday. It's great, you know, finally, you know, a lot of families get to see each other for Thanksgiving this year because, you know, with everything going on the last couple years, it's been really hard for people to try to get together. So family time is so important. Enjoy your holidays. Enjoy your shop time. Be safe in your shop. Save the digits. And I look forward to catching up with you soon. Thanks again for watching the channel. What I do have out there, if you hit that like and subscribe, I really, really appreciate it. Take care of yourselves, enjoy the holiday, and we'll catch you later.